Hadn't we better clear out quick, Mr. Strider? He asked. Impatiently, it is getting late. I don't like this hole. It makes my heart sink somehow. Yes, we certainly must. Yes, we certainly must decide what to do at once, asked Strider, looking up and considering the time and the weather. Well, Sam, he said out loud, I do not like this place either, but I cannot think of anything where better than we could reach before nightfall. At least we are out of sight for the moment, and if we moved, we should be more likely to be seen by spies. All we could do would be to go right out of our ways north of the site. So there's Strider's scared that there might be spies watching them if they take a certain route, obviously. Just like in my book, you have the crows of Aratet, who are the spies. The crows in my book and the eagles don't have much development. That's why I'm going to add more scenes with the crows and the eagles to make it more interesting in the movie. Obviously, if you read my book, you'll notice there's not that many scenes with the eagles. There's not that many scenes with the crows. That's why for the movie, I'm going to add more scenes with the eagles and the crows to make it more interesting. I'm going to add some details to make it more interesting in the movie. Obviously, all we can do, all could do, would be go right out of our way back north on the side of the line of hills, where the land is all much the same as it is here. The road is watched. We should have to cross it. We tried to take cover in the thickets away to the south. On the north side of the road beyond the hills, the country is bare and flat for miles. Can the riders see? Asked Mary. I mean, they seem usually to have used their noses rather than their eyes. Two more pages here, guys. I'm done. Smelling for us, if smelling is the right word, at least in the daylight, but you made us lie down flat when you saw them down below, and now you talk of being seen if we move. I was too careless on the hilltop, answered Strider. I was very anxious to find some sign of Gandalf, but it was a mistake for three of us to go up and stand there so long, for the black horses can see, and the riders can use men and other creatures as spies as we found in Bree. They themselves do not see the world of light as we do. Our shapes cast shadows in their mind, which only the noon sun destroys. In the dark they perceive many signs and forms that are hidden from us, and they are most to be feared. And at all times they smell the blood of living things, desiring and hating it. Senses, too, they are other than sight of or smell. We can feel their presence. It troubled our hearts as soon as we came here, and before we saw them they feel ours more keenly. Also, he added, and his voice sank to a whisper, the ring draws them. Is there no escape then? Said Frodo, looking round widely. If I move, I shall be seen and hunted. If I say, I shall draw them to me. Strider laid his hands on his shoulder. Strider is a born fighter. He's a ranger. He hunts. He does contract killings for a living, obviously. And that's why before Strider is like, yeah, you guys need a guide. I'm the only one. I can protect you on your journey, obviously. Strider laid his hands on his shoulder. There is still hope, he said. You are not alone. Let us take this wood that is set ready for the fire as a sign. There's a little shelter or defense here, but fire shall serve for both. Sauron can put fire to his evil uses, as he can all things, but these riders do not love it, and fear those who wield it. Fire is our friend in the wilderness. Maybe, muttered Sam. It's also is also as good is is also as good of a way of saying here we are as I can think of bar shooting. Down in the lowest and most sheltered corner of the dell, they lit a fire and prepared a meal. The shades of evening began to fall and it grew cold. They were suddenly aware of great hunger, for they had not eaten anything since breakfast, but they dared not make more than a frugal supper. The lands ahead were empty, of all save birds and beasts, unfriendly places deserted by all the races of the world. One more page here, guys, I'm done. Rangers passed at times beyond the hills, but they were few and did not say. Other wanderers were rare, and of evil sort. Trolls might stray down at times out of the northern valleys of the misty mountains. Only on the road would travelers be found, most often dwarves hurrying along on business of their own, and with no help of a few words to spare for strangers. I don't see how our food can be made to last, said Frodo. We have been careful enough in the last few days, and this supper is no feast. We have used more than we ought. If we have 2 weeks still to go, and perhaps more. There is food in the wild, said Strider. Berry, root, and herb. I have some skill as a hunter at need. You need not be afraid of starving before winter comes, but gathering and catching food is long and weary work. But we need haste. So tighten your belts and think we hope of the tables of Elrond's house. The cold increased as darkness came on. Peering out of the edge of the dell, they could see nothing but a gray land now vanishing quickly into shadow. The sky above had cleared again and was slowly filled with twinkling stars. Frodo and his companions huddled around the fire, wrapped in every garment and blanket they possessed. The Strider was content with a single cloak, and sat a little apart, drawing thoughtfully at his pipe. As night fell, and the light of the fire began to shine out brightly, he began to tell them tales to keep their minds from fear. He knew many histories and legends of long ago, of elves and men, and the good and evil deeds of the elder days. They wondered how old he was, and where he had learned all this lore. Tell us of the Gilgalad, said Mary suddenly, when he paused at the end of a story of the elf kingdoms. Do you know any more of that old lady that you spoke of? I do indeed, answered Strider. So also does Frodo, for it concerns us closely. Mary and Pippin looked at Frodo, who was staring into the fire. And that finishes my read-along for today. And tomorrow I'll read six. I'll finish off the remainder of chapter. I only have about 5 pages left. Yeah, 5.5 pages left. So tomorrow I'll finish chapter 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 pages tomorrow to read. So tomorrow I'll finish off the remaining of chapter 11. And after that, I'll be moving on to chapter 12, which is the final chapter of book 1. Obviously. Right, so going back to I'm going to stop babbling on now. So I read you Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings fans. You guys are happy, obviously. You know what I'm saying? My series, my book 1 read along. You guys, once I finish my book, you guys are like, oh, you're done, Ivan? Yeah. After I finish book 1, I am done. You guys are all going to tell everyone, oh my god, Ivan actually read all of book 1. Yes, I read all of book 1 for you. That's how nice I am. Yeah, I remember when Ivan started reading the prologue like a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago. And now Ivan's finishing up book 1. Yeah, I read all of book 1, man. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, why do you have a lighter? I told you I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes. Ivan, when did you start smoking cigarettes? I started smoking cigarettes in 2017. When I started school, before I started college. Before I went to college in 2017, that's when I started smoking cigarettes. Because I used to go to Amigos Bar. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm promoting your bar out there. I used to go to Amigos Bar in Ottawa, and after work, I would go there and have a beer. And I remember like sometimes one day I want to have a smoke, and I craved a smoke, and I went to the store. I bought smokes, and ever since then I've been smoking. I've been smoking for 4 years now, and I'm now addicted to it. I smoke a lot. Let's see. But Ivan, understand. Yeah, the reason why I smoke is because of stress. Obviously, the stress, the whore mess, the doors being locked on me. You know what I'm saying? Me having to die for my wife, me having to be a porn star. Stress, man. Having sex with my summer, so much stress. Hence why I fucking smoke. Obviously, you know, Ivan, we understand why you smoke. Yes, the reason why I smoke is because of the stress, man. Fucking stress. Ivan, okay, so today I'll talk about Skype Source. I think I've talked about my personal life with my wife long enough. You guys get an idea. Me and my wife are going to live in the amazing life. VJ knows what I'm talking. We're going to build that amazing condo, all that stuff. I'm going to talk about Skype Source as usual. And I'll talk about the cats, but first I'm going to talk about the stepfamilies. Once the stepfamilies sit me upstairs, VJ's stepfamily, their true nature will also show too, because VJ's stepfamily and my family, they're both a part of this. They're both a part of this fee, obviously, this porn fee, obviously. As they already have everything set up already. Okay, while I was pumping up my miscellaneous series and I was working on my book, the stepfamily's already set everything up. Okay, guys, when Ivan finishes his book, he lets us know they have everything set up. All the top cameras in the porn business, they have everything set up, obviously. Because I'm white, I'm special. Just like VJ, they obviously hired the best people for her. Because VJ is a goddess, she's N, obviously. VJ is a porn star, obviously. And for Ivan, they have all the best camera equipment set up, obviously. Because they know the whole world will pay to watch my porn videos. And so they're going to make tens of billions of dollars on my porn fee, obviously. Obviously, right? VJ will find out how rich her stuff is. And me and VJ will be so shocked. So shocked. You had that. Me and VJ will have that shitty feeling. Oh my god, we got played, man. We got fucking played. The family who I thought was a middle class family. We live in that. In other words, when I find out how rich my stepfamilies are, how rich my brother. I don't know. When I pay this fee, I see my stepbrother pulling up in his Porsche. I'm like, what the fuck? So this whole time, you guys are just rich. You hid your wealth just so I can't be my wife. You guys are fucking crazy people, man. We're fucked up people. Yeah, you're fucked up people. You want to hide your wealth for 30 years just so I can't be with my wife, and you want to keep me poor working minimum wage. It's finally gonna dawn on me. I'm gonna remember I'm gonna remember when I was in Montreal, when we lived in Montreal in that shitty apartment. Well, I mean shitty apartment. I mean shitty apartment. Like, this is for people who are poor, right? We lived in that shitty apartment. We lived in that shitty apartment hall. We drove those shitty rusted cars. It's all gonna dawn on me. I'm just gonna be like, holy shit, man. When we moved to this house, even though this neighborhood I live in is a nice neighborhood, for someone who's a gatekeeper, this is the ghetto. It's the fucking ghetto, man. it's all gonna hit me. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, man! These guys who I thought were middle class people are the fucking gatekeepers. They're worth close to $1 trillion. They have billions, hundreds of billions in their bank, man. And you had me working minimum wage. I'm gonna be so shocked, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Like you got played, yeah. Just like VJ will be very shocked when VJ finds out how rich her family is, how rich her stepsister is, how rich her mother is, her stepbrother is. VJ's gonna be like, what the fuck? So this whole time you guys are gatekeepers. You work close to $1 trillion. You have hundreds of billions in your bank. Yeah, I bought a nice $1 million house, but you guys could have easily paid the bill, bought the house for me, and you had me be a porn star to cause my life and have me pay the bills. Yeah, she's gonna figure out, oh my god, you could have opened the door for me and had me do big budget movies, but you locked the doors and you had me do shitty indie movies. VJ's gonna figure it out. Yeah, man. That's why VJ's running away with me after I pay this fee, obviously. VJ is running the fuck away with me after I pay this fee. Yo, Ivan, you set everything up. Yeah, man. I set everything up. Look, man. Okay, because these families are the royal families, me and VJ were born to the royal families. The only way they can, if they lock the doors on us, they have no choice but to hide their wealth, because you can't keep someone poor if you're rich. It looks very bad on you. If, in other words, if me and VJ knew the families were the gatekeepers, they can't keep me poor because it would what? You can't keep me poor because it looks bad. Okay, if you're a billionaire, why am I poor? Okay, in other words, even though we lock the door on Ivan cannot know that the doors are locked on him. You know what I'm saying? Ivan cannot know that the doors are locked on him. Hence why we have to hide our wealth. If I knew they were rich, it would look bad on them to keep me poor, obviously. Okay, if you're a billionaire, why am I poor? You can't keep me poor. Hence why you have to hide your wealth. I set the whole thing up, obviously. I set everything up. Hence why once I make that final analysis, me and VJ, Ivan and Victoria will find out how rich the Steph families really are. They own everything. VJ, your family, they own Hollywood. They own the whole system. So all these big companies like Warner Bros., Fox, Disney, you know what I'm saying? All the big music companies, you know what I'm saying? Even VJ's porn business, VJ's mother owns all that. She's a fucking boss, man. She's a big boss. And my families own all that too. They own everything, man. All the sport leagues, YouTube, they own YouTube. Think about it, they own YouTube. They own everything, man. They own everything. Hence why I have 6 subscribers on my channel. Why? Because it's the gatekeepers own everything. Yeah, whatever. If Ivan starts a YouTube channel, make sure you keep his channel at 6 subscribers because they own everything, obviously. They're the big bosses. But me and VJ, because we're God, we're bigger than them. Which is funny, obviously. So hence why when I pay this fee, even though it's going to be scary for innocent Ivan Omer fighting all these powerful people, obviously, you're looking at something scary like the mafia. I know I'm bigger than them. Ivan has the keys. He's the son of God. He's big. Yeah, Ivan's bigger than all of us. Yes, I am bigger than the gatekeepers. Victoria Justice is bigger than the gatekeepers because we are the creators of the universe. We're bigger than them. Yeah, you own the whole system in the world, financial system. We're the one running the whole universe. And so we're bigger than you. Yeah, man. That's why nobody's worth our royalties, obviously. That's why VJ will be so shocked. She'll be so shocked. That's why VJ is running the fuck away with me after I pay this fee, obviously. She's running away. She is running the fuck away, obviously. And while I pay this fee, there's a good chance I might watch VJ's videos on YouTube to keep me going, obviously. That's how you know I love my wife. I'll be thinking about her when I pay this fee. Because VJ will be like, Ivan, are you going to think about me when you pay this fee? Of course I'm going to think about you, sweetie. You're special, obviously. Of course I'm going to think about you. Just like even though VJ was stupid, VJ thought about me, obviously. Because I'm very special, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, even though I fucked up, I thought about you, yes. Even though VJ messed up, VJ obviously won the sex from the guys, obviously. So even though shit went down behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, the man confessing how much I love her, and I was like, we should be together, VJ, I love you. VJ's like, no, I can't do it. Why? Because VJ loves me, obviously. Because I'm that special. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that fucking special, obviously. As I told you, you can cause mess in my life, but you can't take VJ away from me. Just like all these women can cause mess in my wife's life, but you can't take me away from VJ. As VJ is I'm her baby, and she's my baby, obviously. As these women somehow think they can take me away from VJ. Man, look, man, it's not going to work. You're not her. She's special. You're not going to take me away from VJ. I can mess up. You can cause mess in her life, but you can't take me away from VJ. VJ is my baby, obviously. And I'm her baby, too. VJ is very special, obviously. I told you, it takes a lot for a woman to run away with another man. As I am very special. Yeah, Ivan, because VJ would never run away with another man. She would never run away with a man. All those guys who VJ had, who got their trashy bullshit sex from VJ, you got your fucking deserve. VJ would never run away with any of those guys. She would date those guys, but she would never run away with them. Abandon everything in your life and just run away with him with one guy. I now date these guys. I'll never abandon everything in my life and run away with them. No, VJ would run away with me because I'm special, and we have eternal history, obviously. Because me and VJ have eternal history in the sky, supernatural love. Of course, VJ's gonna run away with me. Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, as long as I have you, I'm happy. Yeah, as long as VJ's with me, she's happy. I'm the cure to VJ's happiness, obviously. Just like VJ is the cure to my happiness. In other words, VJ will cure, after me having sex with all these trashy women in Hollywood, VJ is a cure to the mess, obviously. So if I'm with her, she will cure the mess, obviously. Just like I'm the cure to VJ's mess with those men. I'm cure. We're both the cure to each other. Ivan, when I'm with you, you know what I'm saying? You're the cure to the mess with those men. Yeah, I'm the cure to VJ's mess, obviously. Because I'm very special. I'm a special man. When I'm with VJ, I'll cure her mind from the mess also. Because VJ is obviously scarred because she had sex with so many men. I'm the cure to the mess with those men, obviously. Just like VJ is a cure to the mess with those trashy women in Hollywood, obviously. Obviously, right? See what I'm saying here? We can't do without each other, obviously. Hence why we're inseparable. And so I told you, you'll see what I mean when you see me and VJ making out the club, hardcore, passionate makeout sessions and sexy and passionate. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I and VJ are so intimate together. Yeah, you're gonna see how intimate me and VJ are together. It looks something crazy, man. When you see me and her making out the club, when you see me hanging out with her, holding hands. You know all those pictures with VJ and Pearson, VJ holding Pearson and stuff. Well, you're looking at something like that for me and VJ. Me and VJ are going to be so inseparable, intimate together. We're gonna be so inseparable. Oh my god, I and VJ are lovebirds. Yeah, you look at something crazy. Me and VJ are going to be lovebirds. We can't do without each other, obviously. And you know what I'm saying? And I told you, once I pay this fee, VJ is running the fuck away with me. She was leaving everything behind. When I mean everything behind, all her so-called friends. The reason why VJ is running away with me because I'm special, obviously. At the same time, she knows her family's wicked, obviously, and she has to abandon them, obviously. Just like my family's wicked, I have to abandon them. Me and VJ can't even be with their families. We have to abandon them because they're wicked people, obviously. They set the whole thing up for both of us, the mass, everything, and they killed an innocent man. As me and VJ are running away, as well as all her so-called friends, Los Angeles, VJ is running away because they're not her real friends, obviously. In other words, all the friends that VJ has in Los Angeles, they're not her real friends. They're fake friends, obviously. Just like all the so-called friends who I had in Darcy in my life, they weren't my real friends. They were my fake friends. And so they're all assholes, obviously. You know how I know they're fake friends? They knew I was lost. Yeah, we know Ivan's God. We know his family are the gatekeepers. So you know what I'm saying? We know Ivan's family are the gatekeepers. We know the doors are locked on Ivan. We know Ivan's separate from his wife. You knew that, and you didn't bother bringing that up. Why? Because they're wicked people, obviously. They're assholes. That's all those so-called friends in Darcy. They were not my real friends. They were my so-called friends. They're not my real friends. Obviously. Yeah, Ivan, we're not your real friends. You know what I'm saying? We all didn't want you being with your wife. Yes, you knew I was God. You guys all know what I'm talking about. All those people in Darcy who were my so-called friends, you guys all knew I was God. And you kept that from me. Why? Because you guys are wicked people, obviously. And now I know why a lot of those guys used to make fun of me, treat me like shit because of their envy, obviously. And I shut them up for good, obviously. Now they can't say shit to me because I'm fucking God. They know. I now know I'm God. So if any of those guys in Darcy would talk shit to me, I'm look, man, shut the fuck up. I created the fucking universe. You didn't create the universe. I fucking created you. You're breathing because of me, so shut the fuck up if they make fun of me, obviously. They can't say shit to me now. Ivan, so now that you know you're God, now that we know you're God, yeah, we can't say shit to you. Yeah, now that I know that I'm God, you can't say shit to me. I created the fucking universe. It's because of me you're fucking breathing. Obviously. Now I'll tell you my story when I talk to my final announcer. All my so-called friends, they're all fake friends. All these so-called friends who I had in Darcy, they're not my real friends. They're all assholes. And they were not my real friends, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Now, I remember all these people used to brag about how rich. I'll tell you, people used to brag about how rich this woman was, how rich this guy was. I had a friend. I'm not gonna mention his name. I had a friend in grade 11. He was like one of my best friends. I used to hang out with him a lot. He was fucking rich. He had a nice like $750,000. I went to his house one time. He had a nice $750,000 house in Elmer, like a nice fucking house. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I'm babbling on. And I remember everyone used to brag, yeah, man, this guy's dad is rich. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went to this woman's house. This woman had a nice, like, $900,000 house. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Everyone used to brag, oh my god, this woman's parents are rich. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I went to her house, I was looking around like, holy shit, this is a nice house. I was, oh my god, these people are rich. And yet the whole time, my family are the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even though these people are rich, Ivan's family are the fucking gatekeepers, are fucking billionaires. That's a funny thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna be so shocked, obviously. Yet the whole time I'm fucking God and I have the keys, and I want to be richer than all these people by a milestone. I remember one of my so-called friends. They used to brag about how rich their cousins were. You guys know who you are. Yeah, my cousin's fucking rich. I'm saying. I remember when I saw his cousin, I was in awe. Oh my god, this guy's fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? They used to brag, yeah, man, he's fucking rich. Yet the whole time I'm God and I have the keys. I'm richer than all those guys by a milestone. I'm richer than that guy by a milestone. I'm gonna be a billionaire and I'm gonna be owning my own Sky's Fulfillment company. And so I show those guys up for good, obviously. I remember their cousins were cocky too, you know what I'm saying? They're all cocky around. I look and they're all cocky, and the whole time I'm fucking God and I fucking created them. That's the funny thing. Yeah. That's what all those so-called friends and artists, they're all gonna feel like shit. They get what they deserve. Obviously, they're all gonna feel like shit. Once they see me and VJ living the life of my hot ass wife, all you guys in darks, you guys all had your makeout sessions with your girlfriends. You got your sex, your trashy sex, obviously. I never had any of that because you separated me from my wife. Once I am now king and wife's queen with me, I'm gonna be living the life of my hot ass wife. And you're gonna see me and her making out in the club, and all those people in darks are all gonna feel like shit. Oh god, look at Ivan now. Ivan's a multi-billionaire. He's making out with his hot ass wife. Because the VJ you're seeing now is a VJ with a veiled VJ. The VJ I'm getting is a VJ with a glowing beauty, and I got the VJ who's fresh. I get the VJ with the glowing beauty. As I'm gonna get the hotter VJ. And the Ivan you're seeing now is a veiled Ivan. As when I pay this fee and I come from death, I'm gonna come back a new man. With my full grown beard, all that stuff. And so I set the whole thing up, obviously. And all those people in Darcy, you know who you are. You guys will all feel like shit once I'm king. And wife's king with me. You're all gonna remember this poor. Yeah, I remember. I know. I remember. You know what I'm saying? I remember like, you know what I'm saying? I remember like 15, 16 years ago when Ivan was lost in high. You guys are all gonna remember me when I was in high school. Yeah, I remember Ivan when he was in high school, when he was lost. He didn't know he had a wife and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All those so-called friends were like, yeah, man, me and Ivan used to be tight. Supposedly tight, right? Me and Ivan used to be tight back in high school. You guys are all gonna tell your kid, tell everyone that, yeah, man, me and Ivan were tight back in high school. Supposedly tight. Because they weren't my real friends. They were my fake friends. Me and Ivan were supposedly tight. You know what I'm saying? Ivan slept over at my house. We smoked weed together. We got drunk together. And Ivan liked me in high school. All you women who you know who you are, who I liked in high school. You guys are like, yeah, Ivan had a crush on me in high school. You guys are all gonna remember those moments, man. And now Ivan's king. He's living life with his hot ass wife. Yeah, man. And all the people in Hollywood, you guys will all miss VJ too. I told you, even though the world will miss VJ a lot, they will miss me more because Ivan didn't live the celeb life, whereas VJ already got to live the celeb life. VJ is just now a billionaire with Ivan. So yeah, we all know what it's like for VJ to be a celebrity. We know what it's like to see her live interviews, Jimmy Fallon show. What I'm saying, we know what it's like to see VJ in the red carpet. We know what it's like to see VJ wearing nice clothing. We know what it's like to see VJ famous and rich. Whereas we don't know what it's like to see Ivan famous and rich. That's why everyone's going to be what? I wonder what it's like seeing Ivan famous. And because of why on the main show, obviously, don't hate me, VJ. People are going to want to see me more, obviously, than VJ. Obviously. VJ is the main show, too, because he's Ivan. I'm ultimately the main show because of why. I see, right? Hence why what? You guys are all going to, I wonder what it's like seeing Ivan famous now, rich, wearing nice clothing. Because you're finally going to see me wearing my nice fucking clothing when I'm with my wife. Whereas VJ, you already know what it's like to see VJ wearing nice clothing. But you're going to want to see VJ. I wonder what it's like seeing VJ now that she's a billionaire with Ivan. VJ is now a multi-billionaire with Ivan. Yeah, you're going to see VJ wearing her nice clothes. When VJ works, you're going to see her wearing her nice suit. Her nice woman's suit outfit. VJ is a billionaire with Ivan. Yeah. You're going to see how rich. I told you, Lori Greiner in Shark Tank? You know how when she wears, the woman, she wears that blue dress? You know how she looks like a boss? Well, think of something like that for VJ. VJ's going to be a boss. I'll pay you $3 million for the role. You're going to see how hard VJ works. VJ is going to be the boss of me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying here? Not putting bad now. Going back to when so once I pay this fee and I come out from death, VJ can now see me now. You're welcome, sweetheart. Obviously, I don't know. When I go to bed, for the first time, I hear the moaning sound because VJ can now have sex with me, obviously, because she's fucking crazy. I hear the moaning sound. No more crying. Thank God. The day I come out from death, I'll be so happy because the day I come out from death, I'm gonna get beer and smokes. And I'm going to what? And I'm going to celebrate, obviously. Celebrate, watch, get a laugh out of my own videos. I might even watch some of VJ's movies too. Oh my god, this is VJ when she was sabotaging Hollywood. Look at her now. And VJ will be, oh my god, Ivan did it. Ivan saved me, and now I get to be queen with him. We're gonna be multi-billionaires. We get to do all the personal stuff together. We're gonna be famous movie stars. Yes, we're gonna be famous movie stars. We get to do the personal stuff together. You and me, obviously. And you're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, that's how amazing of a life you're gonna live, man. Ivan saved me, you know what I'm saying? Ivan saved me, you know. You're gonna see how happy, appreciate VJ is for me, obviously. So, yeah, so once I come from death, I'm gonna immediately cry my eyes out because I just suffered death, obviously. And then once I come from death, all the bad things like that you guys did to me and wife will hit you. You guys will cry your eyes out. Well, I mean cry your eyes out, you guys are gonna weep because what you did to me and wife was so evil. Because you're blind by your envy, you don't see your evil. But once I come from death, you finally see your evil and you're gonna cry tears. Oh my god, we're wicked people. We did this to two innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I shut you up for good. I'm a fucking genius, man. Alright, you shut us up for good. Yes, I shut you up for good. If you do this to me, you let your envy take over, I'm gonna shut you up for good, obviously. You did this to two innocent people all because of your envy. You're envious of their relationship. When they didn't do anything wrong, as I'm proving how wicked and evil you guys really are. You are not good people. You're wicked people, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then once what? And I know I take a cab home. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I come home, my stepfather, oh my god, Ivan's alive. And as soon as they see me, they're gonna cry. They're gonna start crying. They're gonna break down in tears, obviously, because all the bad things they did to Ivan VJ hit them, obviously. Ivan, forgive me, you know. So please forgive me. I'm sorry. You know, so you're gonna see them crying. Because what they did to me and my wife was so evil, man. They caused mess in my life. They caused mess in VJ's life. They killed me. They hid the wall for 30 years. They locked all the doors on me. They also act like VJ and my wife. It's gonna hit them. It's gonna hit them. Oh my god, we're wicked people. Yeah, all the bad things they did to Ivan VJ will hit them. That's why they're gonna break down. You can cry heavy tears all you want. You're wicked people and you don't deserve to be saved. You're gonna be left behind. As a mock, just do it like that. You can cry heavy tears all you want. Just like in the Bible, when the wicked are cast into hell and are sorry from God's glory, they weep in tears. Lord, please forgive me, but it's too late. The judgment of God is set upon them. Yeah. In other words, the world can cry tears all they want. The stepfathers can cry tears all they want. You can beg forgiveness all you want. It is too late. You can't take back what you did. You killed an innocent man. You caused mess in him and his wife's life. Hence, the judgment of God is set upon the world. Yeah, you get what you fucking deserve. That's how the judgment of God is set upon the world. It's too late. Obviously, right? Okay, Ivan, you can read your book on Lulu now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a good chance they're gonna hire someone to help me. Yeah, Ivan, we'll have someone help you release your book on Lulu. I'm gonna tell them, hey guys, can you hire someone to help me? Well, yeah, Ivan, we'll have someone help you release your book on Lulu. They're gonna have someone help me release my book on Lulu. I will sign up to my Lulu account, and I'll create my payment structure, which is PayPal Canadian, obviously. And then I'll release my print for $100 on Lulu. I'll release my my ebook for $22. And because I have the keys, you world will know. You will know I released my book on Lulu, obviously, and you will know the site, everything, because I have the keys, obviously. I'm also gonna write in the tags Lasso for Zanus, also. That way, when you guys type in Zanus, the search history, when you search for my book on Lulu, you type in Zanus, and the book is there ready for release ready for purchase. Obviously. And once I release my book for purchase on Lulu, I'm immediately gonna buy my print right away because I know the whole world's gonna be lining up to buy my book. It looks like crazy, especially the book nerds. The book nerds are all gonna be lining up to read my book, to buy my personal book. That's why you're looking at something crazy. That's why I'm going to immediately buy my print right away. That way I can get my book in the mail fast because I know the whole world's gonna be buying my book right away. As soon as I release my book for purchase on Lulu, I'm gonna purchase my print right away. I'll probably get it within a good week. And once I get my book and it arrives in the mail, I'm like, oh my god, my book is here. I'm gonna go to the store, get beer, get food. I'm gonna read my whole book. I'll binge my whole book. And once I finish, I'm like, let's see how. I already know my book is amazing. Let's see how cool it is reading my book in print. And I read it. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I wrote this. This is a masterpiece. Yeah, man, I'm a fucking genius, creative genius. VJ will most likely buy the ebook because VJ doesn't want to wait. Yeah, I don't want to, because VJ knows the whole world's going to be ordering my book. VJ doesn't want to wait like 2 weeks for the print. There's a high chance VJ will just buy the print, the ebook, and just read on a laptop. Yeah, Ivan, I'll just buy the ebook and read on my laptop. VJ buys the ebook, she reads my whole book. By the time I meet my wife, VJ would have already read my whole book, obviously. She'll be shocked. Oh my god, Ivan, you wrote this book? Yeah, man. Ivan, this is a masterpiece. This is an amazing book. Yeah, man, it's an amazing story. You know what I'm saying, and yeah, Vija will buy my book right away. You know what I'm saying? And the moment I lose for purchase on Lulu, I am officially going to what? I'm gonna celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the what? I'm not making any videos for zero. You guys will know I lose for purchase on Lulu. I'm not making any videos for you. Then once I what? Then once I I'm just gonna comment for a sec.